What's going on, guys? This is Slimeboss here, and welcome back to another episode of the Fairy Fountain Podcast. I am joined by my usual co-host, Hylian Hero, and today we are going to be talking about the news that happened in November. How's it going?
It's going good. It's the last couple months have been a blur, I won't lie. I feel like I've just blinked and it was Halloween 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Other than that, I apologize for not releasing the October episode. I don't know where it went. It was just lost to the ether. I'm so sorry about that. But we're
Really
back.
sorry you guys had to miss the 2 hours of me talking about Pikmin 4.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to believe us on that.
Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. And also, for those curious, I'm probably just going to act as if we did release it so the numbers will stay consistent. But we're coming down to the end of the year here, so there shouldn't be too much big things to talk about. So because Mario Kart actually came out next month, so
yes,
there's only a few things to talk about. The biggest thing is for me, so I think we can run through this. All right. You want to just start with the indie world? Do you have anything to say about that?
I don't remember what happened. No, Sports Story got announced for December, so that was exciting.
Yeah.
Outside of that, there was one game. Hold on, let me look up the title for it because I was a big fan of it. It was who was it? They did like My Friend Pedro or whatever it was a few years ago.
Oh, I don't know.
Not Cuphead, not Tunic. This is not what I meant when I said Indie World Nintendo. Pepper Grinder. It was like a game where you're like always moving and stuff like that. It looks like you're like using a drill or whatever. I thought that was pretty fun, but besides that, and Sports Story wasn't a good showcase for me.
We got Silk Song footage at E3, huh?
That was at the Xbox showcase.
All right, never mind. Yeah, still no Silk Song. We finally got a Mori, so I can't. Oh! I got it. It finally came.
Oh, you got your.
It finally came. You can see him right
nice.
there. It finally came. Okay.
Nice.
Speaking of Amori, oh my god. All right. I gotta play that eventually.
Yes.
Other than that, yeah, I think at this point we're just checking off boxes. Cool new indie games are coming. There's still a few more indie games I have to play from years and years ago. So.
Same.
It's just I'm glad that I wasn't super interested in this one because my backlog is already overflowing. So
honestly, Sam, I can respect them having a lighter showcase for my kind of games. So yeah. No complaints there.
All right. So anything else for Indie World?
Nope.
All right. Let's get into the releases. We had a few N64 updates. You can probably take hold of this. We got Mario Party and Mario Party 2. Did you play them?
Actually, I had some friends come down from Washington for my birthday this last month, and we actually did a round of Mario Party 2. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think it was better than Superstars a little bit, not gonna lie. It was just really fast paced.
You know, people would say that, you know.
Superstars is still a great game, but we got through like a 20-turn game within like an hour and 15, and it just was constantly moving. It was so much quicker than the newer ones.
I had an exact opposite experience. So
really,
we played one round of 1 and 2, so 2 rounds. Just to experience the different mini games. But we played, was it 15 or 20 rounds? I can't remember, but. It just dragged on for so. I just wanted it to be over, and I think we won. I think my cousin won the first round in Mario Party 1, and then the CPU won the second round in Mario Party 2. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even on hard; it was on easy.
Jeez.
But I just wanted to. I really don't like Mario Party. Like I wanted to try it just to see what people were talking about because I've never played the classic Mario Parties, and it just dragged on and on. Not to mention, I was having to teach them how to play the mini games, and it was just it was a slog fest. I don't like Mario Party.
That being said, I don't think I'd go back to them. I could stick with the newer ones, but I won't lie. I was pleasantly surprised by my experience with it.
Yeah, like I said, I think I gave it a chance, and I was just like, I don't think I guess I really just don't like Mario Party. I see where people
That's fair.
would get the fun, but again, I feel like I need to have the right friends, the right climate, the right vibe,
And I
So
can only play it with certain friends because my fiance hates Mario Party, so he won't play it
yeah,
with me, and I'm not going to play with it with computers. So it's a
yeah,
game I bring out maybe once or twice a year.
yeah. I again, like I said, I don't have very much experience other than this, but I can see the fun, but I just don't have the right vibe for it. So
Yeah.
next up is a couple of quick, snap releases. We got Tabs, which is interesting. Surprised that came to Switch. Totally accurate battle simulator for those who don't know. It Takes Two, which is game of the year last year. I eventually need to play this with someone. I'm not sure who, but I've never played it before. But it does intrigue me.
I
Um,
got it for a birthday present from my fiance, and we still have yet to touch it.
that's probably a good game for you guys to play, to be honest.
It is. I want
Um,
to.
we also got Story of Seasons. I don't know if that was important or not. We also got
Eh.
Farm Game 2, otherwise known as Harvestella. I was told it was supposed to be a big game because Nintendo hyped it so much and it just kind of came out to a wet fart.
From what I've heard, it sold decently well. I don't know what that is for their expectations, but
Yeah.
the people that did play it, I seen at least liked it.
All right.
Yeah.
We also got Mid Frontiers and the Monster Hunter DLC that came with it. Did you play it?
I've not gotten it yet. Like I almost pulled the trigger when it was $30 at Walmart for Black Friday, but I have so much on my plate right now, I cannot justify it.
I will say this in another video, but again, I think this series is plagued by nostalgia, and like I said in the sequels video, it feels like it's the Sonic series is being held back by something, but I don't know what it is. And
Yeah.
I again in the sequels video, I didn't talk about specifically Sonic. I'm just saying like games are worse when they're held back by nostalgia. And although Sonic Frontiers is a good step for the Sonic series because they've had a rough couple of years, a rough decade, I guess you could say.
Mm.
It just, I don't know. I think honestly, I haven't seen Sonic really get good in the modern age until Frontiers, so I don't know where it goes. But like I said, I feel like they're being held back a little bit. So
That's fair.
that's just my take.
Understandable.
Um, and then we have the RE 2 and 3 remakes on Switch, kinda. Uh,
I didn't even know. I forgot those came out.
yeah.
I mean, they're cloud versions, so there's not much to be
Yeah.
excited about, really.
Then we also have the golf update for Nintendo Switch Sports. I don't even want to talk about it.
I
Um,
haven't played it, so you're
Me
good.
neither. No one did. Honestly, I'm very close to selling it, like I did with Miitopia and Pokemon Snap. So, it's just so disappointing. I really wanted to to, it gives me a headache talking about it.
It was lazy, and that's really disappointing because they didn't even
Hmm.
have to use like the series. They could have made that something completely different, but they wanted the money and they got
Yeah.
it.
And finally, something that we can actually talk about, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But before we get into that, let me just check. Yeah, okay, so there was a couple of trailers before that. We got the announcement of Gimme Ghoul, and that's about it.
Yeah.
What was
Nice.
interesting about that is it was like a cross promotion, like Melmetal, with Pokemon Go. So Gimme Ghoul, like the little coin version, is only in Go, and eventually you'll be able to transfer it to through Home. But Gimme Ghoul, the coin version, is used as a Korok seed replacement for the actual Gimme Ghouls, which are in chests in Scarlet and Violet. So you go to those, and those are more like they're almost like static encounters because they're not found in the overworld just roaming. They're in very specific places like towers, almost like Sheikah towers in a way, or
Okay.
landmarks for Xenoblade
Yeah.
fans. So you go to
Yeah.
these towers and you climb to the top, and there might be a Gimme Ghoul. There's also a couple of ruins where Gimme Ghouls can be found, and the coins are just found everywhere. You can see them on signs, on rubble, on everything. So you can catch a Gimme Ghoul in the script. Not I say scripted, but they're just kind of sitting there, and they're only found
They
in
give you a coin.
yeah, they're only found in
Yeah.
specific locations. But I'm talking about the chest versions. So you
Oh,
can
I was talking about the coin.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the chest versions, you can encounter them. They're only spawn in specific locations, and they're only there. They give you between like 5 and 1,000, or was like 5 and 20 coins or something like that.
Mm.
And you can battle them for coins, catch them for coins, and then when you go around the world and you see the smaller coin gimme ghouls, you can collect I think 1,000 of them, and you can evolve the chest one into the number 1,000th Pokemon, which I think it's
When
Gimme Geist or something.
my fiance told me I had to collect 1,000 of those because I didn't realize defeating them gave you like more than one. So
Yeah,
I was just going around the world collecting them, and I look at him and I'm like, "The fuck you mean a
yeah.
thousand?"
Well, a couple of the small ones give you sometimes they give you two and 2 to 5, I think.
How
So,
generous.
but you really want to go around to the towers and kill the chest
Yeah.
ones. They'll give you more. But yeah, you'll evolve into the golden. I don't remember what it's called, Gimme Geist or something.
Mm.
Um, uh, Gimme Ghoul Evo. Uh, Gimme Ghoul. Yeah, so they're called the roaming form, which is in Go, and that's the one you get the one singular coin from, and then the chest form, which you can find in specific locations, and then
I got you.
it should.
That makes sense.
Oh, golden go, golden go. Okay, yeah, golden go. So I'm pretty sure it's Pokemon number 1,000, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think that was about it for pre-release. Now, the game released. I guess you could start with your feelings on it.
So, it is very widely known that I am not a big Pokemon guy. I will pick up every single generation and usually never finish it.
Yeah.
I have not finished Scarlet, but I am still going with it. So far, I've done four of the gyms, I believe.
Farther than
Um,
I am.
two of the team bases and two of like the beasts or whatever that Arvis wants me to do. I'm
Yeah.
having a good time with it.
Yeah.
I'm slowly chipping away through it. I only play like a couple hours a week, so I'm not getting burnt out, but I'm
Yeah.
having a lot of fun with it. I love the new Pokemon designs, and the
Yes.
world so far is fun.
Yeah. I think that this is probably one of the best Pokemon games since X and Y. I know it's a bold statement. Well, for me, it's a bold statement, but for everybody else, they seem to hate X and Y. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
loved X and Y
But I
personally.
think people are on the same wavelength as I am. They say it's probably better than Sun and Moon, and on par, if not a little bit worse than Black and White. I
Yeah.
think this game's story is incredible. I think for some traditional Pokemon fans, you might not find the same kind of story as those games. But if you really dive deep and really listen to what they're saying, which is unfortunate because they don't have voice acting, which I actually finally agree with these people
Yeah.
about it. I think that it would be infinitely better if it had voice acting, which again, I will say once more, get help by Monolith Soft. You'll have an infinitely better game, or Atlas. But there's the smaller moments with Mabostiff and Arvin and what else. Nemona's great, but she's just
She
annoying.
annoys
Yeah,
me.
she unfortunately she doesn't really get like a character progression. She's just like the same the whole time. But Arvin's story is great.
Uh,
Penny's story is great. If
yeah.
you really look into it, they have some pretty good stories. But
The
I
professor is great.
yeah, I honestly, or oh, not the professor, or
Clive.
the director. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that but I feel like the story is too sporadic, and there's not enough. Again, this is again the problem that just plagues open world games, that there's not really much progression until you get to the very end, and although it's a great payoff, there's just like not a lot of in between times. And also,
Yeah.
I have a hard time playing through open world games. They're so intimidating to me, which means that they
That's
they
fair.
which means they executed it really well. So again, the Breath of the Wild. Again, this is probably like 10 times better than Arceus to me, because I wasn't a huge fan of scouting and doing the Pokemon, or doing the um because that game was more focused on Pokedexing. I think that
Yeah.
shifting gears back to you know a regular story, it works for it. I think it was a great game all around. Again, Pokemon designs new ones. I think the diversity in older ones are great as well. And the world looks probably a million times better than Arceus to me. Lots of color, lots of diverse locations. Again, but we always have to talk about it at some point. The polish, and somehow,
It's
some
not
way,
much.
somehow, some way, the game is fantastic, but there's bugs, and of course, there's always got to be one downside with the Pokemon games. Like Sword and Shield was fine; it was
Yeah.
passable, but the story was bad, and it got better with the DLC. But this and Diamond and Pearl, there was just like no substance to it, and then Arceus kind of picked it up, and now with these games, it's just there's so much bugs. But luckily, unlike the story, you can't change that. This time, at least, can be fixed, and hopefully they will. So far, I think that they plan on it, which is another part of the news that they released an update, which was a minor bug fix update. It didn't change many of the major issues, but it fixed some of them. And also, they released an apology saying we're sorry that we released the game in this quality. And I assume that was from Game Freak, not Pokemon Company, because they would probably be happy with a delay, and Pokemon Company wouldn't be. But we have DLC to look forward to. Again, like I said, the game is fantastic. The story, if you get to the end, I don't want to spoil too much there, but the end is probably better than most Pokemon games, although it's
Nice.
not my favorite story just because there isn't a whole lot of stakes. I know that you're saving the world from the time machine or whatever, but like I just hate Pokemon games that have like, they have fucking punks or in this case snobby teenagers as the evil team. It's just it doesn't jive with me very well because there's just like, what am I doing this for? Like I barely know Penny. Penny barely shows up in the Team Star thing. It's just like there's just not enough substance with that. I think the gym story is better, and so is the Titan story. But like I said, it's just a hit and miss game. But at least this time they can actually fix the problems that they have with the game, and I'm sure by the end of 2024 we'll have a better, more polished game, and it'll probably be one of my favorites. So
We'll see what happens. I mean, the game sold like 10 million in 3 days, so obviously
yeah,
it's landing
it's it's
well.
it's one of the most successful Pokemon games in its launch week, and I think one of the most successful Switch games as well. I think they
I
just
think
topped.
it topped Splatoon
Yeah,
Splatoon 3, yeah.
Splatoon 3 was like their record for like weekend sales, and then they topped it again with Scarlet and Violet, so that's good. Again,
Yeah.
like I said, a lot of the changes that they made were great. I know some people want to bring back the throwing the Pokeball, but I think the Let's Go feature is fine. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so again, it's a great game with very minimal issues, but those minimal issues can be fixed, which is great. Unlike Sword and Shield, where I had a couple of major issues, but those issues couldn't be fixed. So I'm very optimistic.
Exactly.
I'm very optimistic for the future of Pokemon. At first, I was like, we're getting another game this year, but now I'm like, okay, I'm here. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. So yeah,
Yeah, it's good. Happy it turned out. I wish it would have turned out a little bit better quality wise, but
yeah,
I get that Pokemon Company has their insanely tight schedule that nothing can be moved.
yeah. All right. So, wow. All right. We have Mario Rabbids DLC roadmap. Did you want to talk about that?
Sure, let me just pull it up real quick. I know it's like 3 waves. I think the first one is season pass holders only, which is like a battle tower or something like that,
Okay.
which I'm excited. There we go. Okay. So, Tower of Doom. So it looks like it's a straight up combat mode. It's coming out
Mm,
early 2023. You can only get this one with the season pass.
okay.
The second DLC pack is a new planet, and it looks like another like Spark Hunter
Yeah.
that was teased a couple times in the main game. That's
Yep.
coming out mid 2023, so probably June, July. And then the one everyone's been waiting for, late 2023, will bring a new story with Rabbid Mario, Rabbid Peach, and Rayman.
I would say, as a
So,
person who doesn't really care that much about Mario and Rabbids, it's kind of disappointing that they're excluding everybody else except Rabbid Mario. So
I mean, they did that with the DK campaign for the first game. Like it was Cranky Kong, DK, Rabbid, Cranky Kong, and Rabbid Peach.
oh,
So I
okay.
mean, like It's a little upsetting that like especially like Rabbid Rosalina isn't like tagging along, but
Hmm.
I understand it.
It's just
It's a
like
smaller little bite-sized chunk of the game.
I just wanted to see Mario and Rayman, and we're still not getting that.
Oh no, no. I fully believe like either in the beginning of the game or at the end there will be a cutscene where normal Mario and Rayman meet. There's no
Okay,
way they're passing that
because
up.
like it just feels like it's a cop out. They're just like it's technically a Mario crossover with Rayman, but here are the little rabbits that are technically a part of
I
the
It
Rayman
is going to be
franchise.
disappointing because I don't think you're going to get to play with Rayman with Mario,
I mean,
but I
what they
do think
could
you will
do,
see like a little meetup.
I don't know if Donkey Kong was that after you beat the story was playable in the main game, but they could do that as
No,
well.
no,
Um,
he wasn't. How it worked in the first game was is after you beat Chapter 1, you unlocked access to the DLC,
okay.
and it was like the first boss in Kingdom Battle was Rabid, like the big Rabid Kong,
Mm,
and then like that story just continues right after you defeat him.
okay. I thought it would be
But
just
yeah,
maybe cool if you can just like after you beat the DLC, you unlock the character for the rest of the game, and you can just play with the whole cast
unfortunately
anywhere.
not.
Like what if
Yeah.
you wanted to do the battle tower, which I assume is not story based, with all the characters
I
and
think
switch up your
that'll I
strategy.
think that'll be something you can do.
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. I hope so.
Anything else about that?
I'm excited for it. Sparks of Hope turned out to be one of my favorite games of the year, and all this content it looks very substantial.
Yeah. And we also got I don't know if that was this month or last one. We also got the Sonic DLC map roadmap as well. I think that might have
Uh,
been was that December?
that might have been December, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't remember.
Either way, I'm not gonna cover it again because I don't like it. But um, I will say I don't. Did Sonic Prime come out in December?
Yeah, it came
Okay.
out last week.
Damn it! I want to talk about it. It was so good. Anyway,
Soon.
yeah. All right. So yeah, I don't want to talk about it or the Sonic DLC, but it's happening. So good for you, Sonic fan. Anyway,
It's all free, so yeah.
yeah. We also got a look at the Pokemon Splatfest, which came and went. I didn't check it out. Did you?
I played it, but I didn't win, so I don't care.
Who'd you pick?
I went with the fire.
What'd you go with in the game? Frank Coco?
Oh, I went with Score Bunny. Not Score Bunny. Sprigatito.
Okay, yeah.
I
I probably would
almost
have
went
done the
with Flake
same.
Coco. He was so cute, but I said
Yeah.
no. I have to go with
I
the kitty.
I I honestly I was really impressed by all the starters this time. I don't like the flamboyant duck. I thought it was gonna be like a really cool looking conquistador or whatever, but
Yep.
it was a dancer. And
Yep.
then I'm not really a huge fan of the of Coco's final evolution. I think it's pretty cool, but it's like it's a little weird. And
That's
then I
fair.
was perfectly satisfied with Coco. I mean, Sprigatito's evolution line. Like, I know everyone's like, oh, she's on 2 feet. Like, what do you like?
Yeah.
It looks cool. I like Masquerada.
It
Anyway,
looks fine. I would have liked it to stay on all four legs, and I'm not gonna get mad about it.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like standing on 2 legs feels more startery and
It does.
like for example, what is the other one? Purloin. Like she at first she's on 2 legs and then she goes down to four. So yeah, Purloin
Yeah.
is the purple one. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Speaking of Pokemon, Ash has become the very best, like no one ever was. He is finally a Pokemon master, and we have news next month as well. But it just, I'm so excited for Ash, but because of this announcement coming next one, it hurts my heart. But we can't talk about it. But
At least he finally did it.
yeah, what do you think about him actually being a Pokemon master?
I mean, it only took what 25 years. So I mean,
I
it's
mean,
about
you
time.
gotta have an art. I think retrospectively speaking, I think that looking at the Pokemon as an anime is kind of weird because I guess it kind of breaks the mold a little bit. But like, I would like them to maybe like remaster it someday where they take each region as like an arc of sorts, and you go through
Yeah.
all the gym badges, and then you have your friends, and you encounter whatever you meet your new rivals for the champion, and he'll have a couple of loses here or there. That's what happens in shonen. But
Yeah.
he at the very least he should have won at least a couple of tournaments. But like for example, Kalos.
I was gonna say he was robbed in
Yeah,
Kalos.
yeah, for sure. And then it's, it doesn't feel right for him to get it in Alola, and then immediately following it in the Masters. And first of all, he didn't even do the gym challenge in Galar.
Yeah.
So I think that they probably could have done it a little bit better, but generally speaking, because again, I don't know if this is deserved. To be honest with you, like I know that he deserved it because of his 25-year-long journey, but like it's just kind of like abrupt, just immediately.
That's fair. Yeah, I get
So
that.
especially for a more lighthearted, whimsical, non like slice of lifey type anime, so especially what they've
Hmm.
turned into after Sun and Moon. But either way, I'm
Yeah.
still happy. Again, like I said, it hurts my heart a little bit more when news comes out next month, but we'll talk about that. But yeah, he finally is the best.
Yeah.
We also
Yeah.
got Splatoon 3 amiibo. Did you pick those up?
I did. They're very pretty. They're in my living room, but they look
Nice.
great. I love the small fry one.
Is
It
Small
looks
Fry
fantastic.
squishy? Does he have the little? Doesn't he have an egg with him?
Yeah, but it's not squishy. It's not like the
Darn,
Metroid amiibo.
darn.
Yeah.
Oh well. We also got Xenoblade 3 was nominated at the Game Awards, and even though, well, it may or may not win, but I'm just happy that it was even nominated. Like, it is a fantastic game, and definitely deserving of that title. It may or may not be someone's game of the year, but it's definitely worth the title for sure. Like,
Nintendo got a good bit of nominations this year. I was
yeah,
actually surprised about that.
yeah. I don't, again, like I said, unlike Ash and Kalos, I don't think that they were robbed of Game of the Year. I think that Elden
It
Ring was
was,
it was
yeah.
gonna happen, but like I said, it's a fantastic game. And
It
if you
was it was an honor for it not to be fully snubbed like 2 was.
Yeah, so I think that the fact that it was here is amazing. I think that's enough for Xenoblade fans. It was enough for me. It's a fantastic game, and you should definitely play it. I
Yeah.
haven't played it yet, but oh my god, I don't know if you've gotten to chapter 5 yet or chapter 6, but
Oh, I beat the game.
okay. Oh my god, that hurt. That actually was
Mm-hmm.
painful. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god. Anyway, that alone deserves Game of the Year right there. Not to mention, like, unlike Xenoblade 2, where Xenoblade 3 side stories are just, they all feel like main story, and it's
Yeah,
you
they
might
do.
think, oh, that might take away from the main story. It doesn't. The main story has a fully complete story going on, but then all the side stories feel
Exactly.
like their own big adventure. It's crazy. Like,
No, it's
I
great. That game
honestly,
is
yeah,
so fantastic.
I really, I again, like I said, I'm more of a story guy, but the gameplay, I'm just like so scared to touch it gameplay wise, but it's a fantastic game and everyone should play it, and the characters are
No, it's
amazing.
definitely in my top 3 of the year. I won't spoil where it places because we're doing a video for that in the future, but it's
Yeah,
definitely up there for me.
yeah, fantastic game. Anyway, Lego Mario Snow, woo. Effie, excuse me. Fire Emblem Engage got a trailer. I've been voice cracking so much lately. I don't know why. Fire Emblem Engage got a trailer. Um, I believe this just showing off more heroes. This was before Game Awards, so I think we also got the
It looks good.
JP overview trailer as well. So
Yeah, it looks good. It's coming out in little under a month at the time of this recording. I'm excited for it, but I'm not like super hyped. I'm gonna pick it up when it comes out, but I'm not like counting down the days.
yeah. Next up, we got the Mario Kart trailer. We'll talk about that more next month. But we got ourselves Mario. We got Peach Gardens, Rainbow
Mhm.
Road, London Loop, Berlin Byways, Maple Treeway, uh,
Merry Mountain.
Merry Mountain, Rock Mountain,
Hey.
and one more. Is it? No, it's not another tour one. It's
It's Boo Lake.
Boo Lake. Yeah, there you go. Great selection. I'm excited to check it out. It's not like I've played it yet. Um, no, I think this is a great selection. I think the Boo Lake remaster and tour was great. Adding the zero gravity was a fantastic idea as well. And what else can we say without fully talking about it. The
Rainbow Road
remaster. Oh
and
yeah,
Maple Treeway are great
yeah.
choices.
Rainbow Road looks fantastic. Apparently,
Yeah.
in the rumors, Waluigi Stadium got swapped with Maple Treeway, which I don't think that was a bad choice.
It's not a bad choice, but we're halfway through the DLC and we have not seen a single Double Dash track.
True, true.
Those are the ones I want most. I want my Daisy Cruiser.
I want more Wii tracks, but
We've gotten a Wii track in every wave, and it looks like we're still getting one in
more
every
Wii,
wave. We're fine
more
with
Wii.
Wii.
No, more DS, more DS.
If rumors to be believed, we're only getting one more next wave.
Yeah, it's wait, which one is it?
There we don't know yet, but I'm
Okay.
hoping it's Air Fortress.
Yeah, so do I. I want it to be Luigi Mansion, but you
We've
can't.
gotten that one a couple. I don't know. It's an okay track. I'd rather it be Delfino Square or
Oh yeah, Dolphino Plaza.
no, yeah, that one.
Or
And
wait, what was the one on Wii? There was two of them, right? There's two Delfino tracks.
no, there was a battle course that was based on Delfino,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, so it's Delfino Square, and Airship Fortress. I hope it's one of those two.
I also hope for the Woohoos as well, but I don't think they're coming.
I'm not getting my hopes. I want them so badly. I'm not getting my hopes up.
I just think we just need maybe like one more 3-part track before we, or three section track, which we might, it might happen with LA Laps because of the way it's set up, but anyway.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got? We got KIU. Shoot, what was KIU? Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh, Kid Icarus Uprising. Oh, the Kid Icarus. Sakurai made a video about what was the topic? I can't remember.
It was like a difficulty slider.
Yeah.
It was the cauldron
yes,
they did in Uprising.
The cauldron thing, yeah. So, and he's like, I wonder if someone will remaster that someday. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, so
and only a few months after those Bandai Namco rumors that they were remaking an action game.
Yeah. So yeah,
would be nice if somebody remade that.
Yes. I say teased, but honestly, it could not happen.
This gives me strong Aonuma in like 2019 vibes. So, would you guys like me to remake Skyward Sword? Oh, I don't know. It's just an idea.
I did not hear about that actually.
No, it was like Japanese concert in either like 2018 or 2019, and he mentions like asked them if they would like a Skyward Sword remaster or something like that.
Okay. All right. Next up is or Mario movie trailer 2. We do have a video coming up on that, so you guys have my opinions. But how are you feeling about the Mario movie so far?
Oh my god. Like, I'm still not completely 100% sold on Chris Pratt as Mario. I think it's fine.
Wahoo!
But everything else about this... I love Donkey Kong's new redesign. Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach is fantastic. I love that they didn't just let her get kidnapped. I was really worried about that.
Don't you just love stomping on, Koopas? No. Anyway... But no,
it looks fun. The Mario Kart reference at the end, I wasn't really expecting them to go there right off the bat. It looks phenomenal.
Would you like to join us for part 3 of the discussion for the Game Awards trailer?
If I'm available, absolutely.
All right. Yeah, I've kind of made a discussion for like every trailer so far because we're so excited for it. So, there's just then there is the question that people have come up with is that have we seen too much? I think we kind of know the plot of the trailer already. There might be a twist or two that we don't expect.
I think Peach is gonna get kidnapped in the final act. I think
sure.
there's
100%.
I don't think there's any way that we don't have like a Bowser and Peach together scene.
I honestly, based on the trailers, it made it look like Bowser goes from obviously Lava Land to Winter Kingdom straight into Peach's castle, but I feel like I don't know if he would go there straight away. I feel like he would go to the other kingdoms first.
The reason why I don't think we've seen too much is because we haven't seen like anything really from the beginning of the movie outside of that like one poster that we got before the last trailer. So we don't know what his like a little bit of Brooklyn is. There's a in the McDonald's Happy Meal toys,
Oh
there's a
yeah,
Luma for some reason.
yeah,
So
a
I
hungry
don't know
Luma
what
even.
that's about.
It's actually a
Yeah,
hungry
so
Luma, which is, I thought it would maybe be like baby Luma, but like that's a little weird pick, but all right.
we haven't seen anything from like the final climax. So I
Yeah.
think we've seen a good bit. That being said, I think in the next 3.5-ish months, we are going to see too much.
So like I say, with the other video, I think this is taking. It's gonna be a completely unique plot, generally surrounding around the original three games, or three games as in the Japanese two. Um,
Yeah.
so one Lost Levels, three, and 64, kind of like all wrapped into one little nice bow with a few extra gimmicks here or there. Mario Kart, Peach
Yeah.
not being kidnapped, things like that. Um, and then we're gonna get a teaser. And as much as like a lot of people are like, we can't go straight into Galaxy, I think we are. I don't think it's gonna be the same like Mario going into space. I don't think it's gonna be the same reason, because I think literally the only reason was because Peach got kidnapped. I think it's because
Yeah.
the way that they phrased it in the trailer was, oh, there's a world and there's a galaxy and there's a universe out there. And
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen is that Bowser in this movie is going to be looking for the stars, trying to become all powerful, and eventually, because I don't think he's going to have any love interest with Peach. I think he's going to kidnap Peach as like an ultimatum, like give me the stars, or
Yeah, exactly.
give me Peach's stars, and then we'll be off. But I think that the next movie, and then obviously at the end of the movie, we'll have a teaser with the Luma, and I think it's going to be like a star origin movie or something like that, like where do the stars
Do you
come
think it's
from.
just the Luma, or do you think we like get a little tease of like the Comet Observatory / Rosalina?
I think we'll hear like Rosalina's like laugh, and that's it. Because I don't think she'll be
Okay.
casted or anything like that. We'll hear like
I
a laugh clip or something like that. But I
I
think,
think we'll see her design at the end. I don't think she'll speak.
yeah,
So I think she might like have that laugh and just like you'll see like a glimpse of her and that'll be it.
yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, right now I think it's establishing these characters. If this movie does well, which I'm pretty sure it will, and
Gonna do well.
even after the first trailer, I'm like, it's either going to be extremely bad or okay, and then after the second trailer, I'm like, it's going to be fantastic. So
I know I shouldn't have doubted Miyamoto,
yeah.
but I am so impressed with how this movie's turning
Yeah,
out.
but I think we all were scared. I think Nintendo fans,
Oh
non-Nintendo
God.
fans, movie buffs, even Miyamoto himself, probably was going to be
I
really
mean,
scared about this.
Miyamoto's not a story guy. That was what
Yeah,
everyone was worried about.
yeah, and so far, I mean, having Peach not be kidnapped right away is already a fantastic change. And
Yeah.
I think they kind of teased that with they're saying Anya Taylor-Joy is a powerful character, or whatever he said.
I mean, I thought after the first trailer, Mario was gonna get to the king of the castle. They'd have like a brief introduction, and then Bowser would swoop in and steal her. That's
Yeah,
where I thought the plot was going.
yeah, but
So I'm very happy it isn't.
yeah. So yeah, and then a lot of people are saying Daisy might be in it, and the desert's going to be Saraslan. I don't think so. That
No.
requires a Tatanga plot line, which I don't think they want to get into just yet.
Well, I don't think Daisy's a movie one character. I don't
Yeah,
think Rosalina is either, to be fair,
yeah.
but
I think that the way that they're going is more of a unique story, because again, it's going to be like I said. I say it's Mario 1, 2, 3, 64, but it's more like an amalgamation with their own twist on it. So like
yeah.
when I say we're gonna go to Galaxy, I'm not saying we're gonna
Yeah.
Galaxy's, Bowser's. I mean, we might get Bowser's Galaxy generator, but I think it's gonna be more of like a lore thing, where like where the
Yeah.
stars come from, and just taking bits and pieces from Galaxy, or maybe we'll talk about Shines a little bit. But I think it's gonna be very lore focused if we do get a sequel. I think it's gonna be
All I hope is after this, I really hope Nintendo goes all in with like cinematic and like making their IPs, television shows, movies, stuff like that. Like I don't think every single IP they make needs to be a movie.
yeah.
Like I think a Splatoon anime, a real one made by them would be fantastic.
Mhm.
Do something with Zelda, do something with Metroid.
I think that I
Yeah,
think Metroid is best suited for live action, like a
I
sci-fi
agree.
movie. A Splatoon anime, that would be fantastic, and then Zelda, I want to see an Illumination movie. To be honest with you, I don't know if it's like too whimsical for that, but I would like to see a
I don't know.
mainline cartoon movie for Zelda. I think.
I wouldn't be against it. I don't That's the thing. I don't know if I want it to be live action or animation, but I don't know if it's animation. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd want to see DreamWorks do it.
Ooh, okay.
Make it kind of like How to Train Your Dragon,
Ooh, that could
in
be
that kind of
interesting.
style.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see that.
but
Again, I always go back to that Netflix adaptation because I love those guys. I'm so sad that they went out of business. What do you call it?
yeah,
Magi or something like that. I
I
honestly
know who
my
you're talking
favorite
about.
my favorite Ninja Turtle IP is 2009, whichever, or by a Magi. So seeing that little
Mm.
teaser, I don't know if it was real or not. It was fantastic. So
Yeah,
um
it looked good.
but yeah, what else? What else? Oh, I before we see any more Nintendo, I gotta see Minecraft and FNAF first. So
I'm terrified for both. I really am.
yeah.
I think Minecraft will be fine. I think the FNAF movie's gonna
Oh
be fucking
no.
shit.
I think Minecraft. I'm pretty sure it's live action as far as we know right now. It's supposed to come out in
Oh
2019.
God,
Yeah,
no,
I just like there's
no, oh no.
people are starting to formulate the lore now, and like Minecraft has never had any lore, so what are we gonna pull from? Like Mario, you're like, even if we got the shittiest movie possible, you got Bowser gets kidnapped, or Peach gets kidnapped by Bowser, like, he goes on an adventure. That was like the most basic story we could have come up with. But Minecraft though, there's like, what do you, unless you make like a Legends movie or a
Yeah,
Dungeons movie, which nobody would want to see. So, and then at
yeah.
least with FNAF, I have higher hopes for that because I know maybe the costumes or the jump scares might be cheap or whatever, but at least they have enough lore to pull from to make a decent story out of it.
Either way, I will probably not be seeing either one unless it's out of morbid curiosity.
I will be seeing all of them because I've been waiting for so long for all of these things, especially the Mario movie. And I'm again, like I said, I'm so
Oh
sad
yeah,
that we
same.
aren't gonna be seeing Detective Pikachu 2, but I guess we're gonna be seeing Knuckles pretty soon here.
Yeah, I mean, Detective Pikachu is fun, but I get their interest not to make more of him.
Yeah. All right, and finally fucking hell. Finally we have the Smash controversy. So if you don't know, if you haven't been following, somehow even Moist Critical picked this one up. Um, there was a Smash tournament which was completely indie, completely within their right to do so. It's called Smash World Tour. It was just like a local tournament, I think, something like that. But it was what you call it? It was promoted everywhere, and Nintendo said you have the okay from us until 2 weeks before the event or like 1 week before the event, they get a cease and desist notice by Nintendo. Come to find out, the cease and desist notice was actually coming from the higher ups at Panda, which is I guess I never would have thought to say these words, a competing tournament. Why are we competing in that way? We should be competing in
Yeah,
different ways. Higher ups at Panda, which is basically the official Nintendo
Nintendo.
Nintendo Smash tournament, which includes Melee, which is what people were excited about. They're like, finally, Nintendo's recognizing us. And then all of a sudden we get this shit by seemingly Nintendo. Come to find out it's Panda, and they were telling Smash World Tour that get bye. We can only have one tournament here, and Nintendo just followed suit. I don't know if they're just following where the money is or what Panda said, but as far as we know now, I think we're on the right side of history. Hopefully, Panda CEO in December. I know it's a little early to say this, but he did get kicked off the board. He's now gone.
Yeah.
But Smash World Tour still didn't happen, and I don't know where Nintendo's, because Nintendo. I don't think Nintendo released a statement yet. So,
Smash just can't catch a break.
well, it's because Sakurai. I think that Sakurai is still independent from Nintendo, but I think they're just taking Sakurai's word. It's a party game, not a competition game, which is weird because they host their own tournaments. But
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know.
especially after like the last like Evo and stuff like that from the past years,
Yeah.
I try to like not bother with the tournament controversy because it's so frequent. But
Yeah.
oh,
But
I wish
it's
they would just
just
make this easier.
it just sucks because it's back to back. It's whatever happened with Evo that one year, then removing Smash from Evo, and then Evo just dissipating all together, and
Well,
then
Sony owns Evo now, so it makes sense why Smash is
yeah,
gone.
and then the fucking pedophilia shit, and then the Hungry Box shit, and then like that's why we didn't really cover it so much. I'm only talking about it now because we're like, Panda was like, yeah, we're finally we have something good to talk about with it, and then literally getting shit on 2 months later. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we probably won't be following it, continuing for it, but I thought I'd mention it because we thought we had a win, but I guess not. So,
Usual.
yeah. All right, but that pretty
Yeah.
much covers it for November. I know it's a little longer than I anticipated, but I think I will probably have a Scarlet and Violet review come up in January. It'll be a short one because I still haven't finished the game, but other than that, I think that was all the news.
Yeah. Pretty light month, but with Pokemon it was still fun.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
As for updates for us, we'll have an update in January discussing what goes on, but we are winding down the year here, and we're also winding down the show, so we only have 1 or 2 more episodes left as we usually do, but you hear about it more at the top of the year. So we will see you guys then.
Bye guys.